Good evening, Facebook world, powerful parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, teachers, everyone that's involved with children. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you join the line, do me a favor. I'd love to know who's here. So please make a comment, say hi. Do you know what I'd love to know? Tell me where you're from. Tell me what city and what state you're from, because I'm looking at, in the next month or so, booking a tour around the country, and I'm pretty keen to go wherever there's an audience, wherever there's people that love learning how to be a more conscious parent and raise more conscious children who are here to play out their own life's path, not just to follow in, I guess, the rules being handed down by parents from their path. Hi there, Paula. Hi, Kayleen. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Brooke. Hi, Marie. Yes, Sarah, I know where you're from. Thank you. Hi, Helen. Good to see you there, Mrs. Helen Searle. Hi, Ben. Hi, Christy. Beautiful. Hi, Chai. Hello, Carissa. Awesome lady. Okay, there's quite a few people on the line already, so we'll just get this started. Gold Coast, please. Thank you, Christy. I would love to go to the Gold Coast. I tell you what, my little, not my dilemma, here's what if you're from Queensland, please tell me where in Queensland, because the hard part with Queensland, there's lots of people that follow from Queensland, but some of you are Gold Coast, some of you are Brisbane, some of you are, I don't know, like kind of the top of New South Wales area. And the culture up there is like so crazy. You guys, like Gold Coasters won't go to Brisbane and Brisbaneers won't go here and all this kind of stuff. So I need to know, like not only which part are you from Queensland, but, would you be willing to travel? Because I am definitely not going to do a tour and do it in 5 different locations. But, how far would you be willing to travel? Because it really is a bit different up there in Adelaide. We're willing to go anywhere. We'll travel to the other side of the city if we have to. But you guys are a little bit different. So please tell me whether you'd be keen to attend a live parenting workshop and... Awesome. And if you are, then I would love to come up there. Okay. So tonight we're going to keep this pretty short and really simple tonight. It's just a bit of a starting point. I want to focus a little bit on, over the next few weeks on things that really build a child's sense of themselves, a sense of self-worth, and where they really get to develop their belief systems about themselves. And hello there, Annette and Andy. Great to have you guys on the line. So this is some really, really simple language. I'm just going to start with 2 phrases tonight, and we'll add to this repertoire of this little toolbox that we'll build with language to use with kids. And here, I want to give you the theory behind this first so that, everyone can really embrace how important this is, because the words we speak to our children become their inner voice. And that inner voice is what determines the level of self-esteem. Self-esteem is nothing other than self-talk. The way that we talk to ourselves either builds or destroys our own self-esteem. Self-esteem is our sense of self and what we believe about ourselves. And what happens is, once we develop these belief systems about ourselves, guess what we do then? We live up to them. And so essentially, you've got to be really careful with your language, because not only are you, speaking that language to your child, but in that language, you are showing your child what it is you believe of them. And then they live up to what you believe of them. And so if your language around things they do wrong, for example, things like, oh, you always do that, you're always so loud, you're always forgetting things, they literally believe, because they trust you so much. You are their mentor, you are their hero, you are God in their eyes. And what happens is they then go, well, like mum or dad's always saying I'm messy and I'm always forgetting things and I'm always doing this. So they believe I must be a forgetful person. I'm a messy person. I'm not responsible. That becomes the belief system they believe of themselves. And then guess what? They then create experiences in their life that gives them opportunities to live up to that belief system. So their subconscious goes about creating, because we all create our own experiences, and we all create experiences that allow us to continue validating what we believe about ourselves. And then the more that it's validated, the more we believe it, and the more we believe it, the more we attract and create experiences that allow us to live up to that expectation, even if it's a low one. So what's really important as a parent is that we make sure that we are, through our correction of their behavior and through giving them some discipline, and I do want to do a couple of topics, maybe even next week I might touch on that, just how to discipline a child without killing their spirit. We'll definitely touch on some language to use so that you can still give them discipline, 100%. They need some consequences. They need to learn that, there's a law that exists in this universe called cause and effect, and you cause all the effects. Anyway, that's a whole nother topic. But we want to be able to correct their behaviors and things, still managing our expectations, and they're still with positive expectations. So here's what it is, okay? Here's what it is. Oh gosh, there's some crazy people on the line tonight. Isn't it interesting, who shows up to distract you? You see, when the force within you is strong, the force that tries to distract you is the same. And so we've got some crazy people on the line here tonight. But that's okay. That's okay. They can do what they want to do. So here's the deal. The language is this. When your child does something right, I want you to use the language, I'm not surprised. When they do something wrong, I want you to use the language, I'm surprised. So the language tonight is, I'm surprised and I'm not surprised. Be not surprised by everything they do right. All the behaviors you want them to keep repeating, be not surprised by that. Everything you want them to stop doing, any bad behavior, let's call it, be really surprised by that, okay? So let's say you've got some kids that are fighting with each other or whatever, but you walk in and go, I am so surprised by this. This communication is so ineffective, and it really surprises me with how intelligent you guys are, how amazing you are, that you resort to such low-level communication. So be surprised with, or they come home and I don't know, maybe they got detention or had to stay in at lunchtime. Really? Geez, that surprises me. Or they got some kind of bad mark on their work because they didn't put an effort in, or whatever it might be. It's like, this really, so what you're saying when you say, geez, this really catches me off guard. This has shocked me. But what you're saying is, wow, I don't expect that of you. This isn't how I see you. I don't see you. You walk into their room and it's a big, like a bomb's hit it. You're like, wow. Now this has really caught me off. I am so surprised by what I see. So what you're saying to them in all of that, what you're saying to them is, I don't expect this of you. This is not who I see you as. I don't see you as a messy person. I don't see you as a forgetful person. I see you as a responsible person. I see you as an organized person. I see you as someone who can control their emotions. So what it is we speak to them highlights how we see them. And they believe us so much, they believe that we're right, that if that's how we see them, then that must be who they are. So they start living up to who they think we think they are. Okay? No, I can't block them. Well, if I can, I don't know how. You know what? Don't even let these crazy people that are on here, look at them. They're at a whole different level. They're a whole lot lower than all of us. And that's okay. Do you know what? To be honest, they're giving me some ratings right here because they're upping all the numbers, and Facebook likes that, and it'll attract some more attention to this post. So everyone, this is just a test. This is how ego and spirit fight each other. Just stay focused on the message. Be here to connect with what you came on here to connect with tonight, and allow all this rubbish that's going on the screen to the purpose of a distraction is to distract you. Don't allow a distraction to distract you. The power in this message could be the size of distraction showing up to distract you is equivalent to, remember, every force must have an equal and opposite force. So the force that's trying to distract you is a sign of the force and the power within this message. Maybe this message is for you tonight. And so this is just how how you try and get distracted. If you allow these messages down the bottom to distract you, you might miss something that could really impact your child's life. It can impact your parenting and all those kind of things. So don't allow it to distract you. Just stay focused on the screen, stay focused on the message, and let other people do what they feel like they need to do, all right? Just don't even let it be. I'll go through and delete all those messages later so they can do what they need to do. So when they're doing something wrong, be surprised by that. When they're doing something right, or they come home and go, Mom, I got I got a sticker today, or I went up a level on my reading, or it's something good, you go, wow, Well, I'm not surprised. Tell me about it. It doesn't surprise me at all. Because here's what happens. When our child brings us, let's say, a piece of work, for example, or they're excited to tell us about an achievement they've made, when we react like this and we go, oh, wow, look at this drawing. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, did you really? Oh my, wow. When we react like that, the subconscious message that sends is, wow, I'm surprised by this. I don't see you as this good. It surprises me that you've achieved something so great. It surprises me that this drawing you've done is so amazing, because I don't see you as someone who is capable of this. So, wow, that's amazing. That's like, whoa, you have totally superseded my expectation of you. So what you've actually said is, I don't see you that way. You've gone beyond who I thought you were. Okay, so we want to go, I'm not surprised. Really? So listen, give them attention, but don't give them excited energy. Be calm. Wow, okay. And how did you feel about that? So you ask them questions. Well, it doesn't surprise me. To be honest, I'm not surprised at all. Oh, Mum, this person did this and I helped everyone today and I got a merit card for doing this. Yeah, that's not surprising. Tell me, what happened? Oh, yeah, right, that doesn't surprise me at all. So don't be surprised, be not surprised by how amazing they are. Because what that says to the child is, yeah, of course you did. That's who you are. Of course you got an achievement. You are an achiever. Of course you got a compliment. You're amazing. Of course of course you were noticed for that. Of course you've done some good work. That's just who you are. That's what I expect of you. Okay? And so that language starts to really communicate expectations, what we expect of them, and they live up to our expectations, okay? They live right up to that. So this is what starts to train their inner voice. They're like, wow, I thought I was really amazing, but my mum wasn't even surprised. Wow, she must expect that of me. She must think that I can do that all the time. Well, she's not amazed by what I just did. She must think I can do that all the time. Well, maybe I can. Maybe I can do this all the time. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'm more amazing than I even realized I was. Oh, well, now I'll start living up to that expectation. And what used to be amazing becomes the normal. But I expect you to be amazing because that's who you are. That is what you are. Okay, so that's the message tonight. I'm going to keep it that short and simple. Do this. Give yourself your own feedback. You will have an experience as a parent and it will touch your heart. Okay, what will happen is this. You use this language. Geez, I'm surprised by that behavior. Geez, I'm surprised by that. Or I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. It doesn't surprise me one little bit when they've done something right. And tune into them as you say this. Watch their eyes. Feel their spirit. You will literally feel the moment. You'll see it in their eyes. There'll be this glow of, wow, you actually see me as that amazing. Or when you say, I'm surprised by this behavior, it stops them. They're like, okay, she's surprised by this. This isn't who she sees me as or he sees me as. Sorry, dads. I always just use the language that I'm so used to using. So just watch. That will be your feedback as a parent. Your feedback as a parent will be what you see in your child's eyes and what you feel come from their heart. That will get you hooked on this language. You will love the effect that you see it have on their life, and in return, that will have an effect on your life because you know that that you are an amazing parent. That you are the one creating the environment for them to develop that inner voice and develop that self-love and those belief systems about themselves. Okay, so have you written any books or published any work? Yeah, I've written 3 books actually. I have. Yep, definitely. You can see them on my website. So guys, as I always say, this kind of parenting takes courage because it takes thought. We have to be conscious. We have to step out of the mold. We have to do things differently, which then opens us up to judgment and criticism from, particularly from parents. And our parents, we are children ourselves. Inside all of us, there's a little girl and there's a little boy that just wants to be loved and accepted by our parents. And so when we start to parent differently, we open ourselves up to judgment from the very people that we need approval from, because at the end of the day, we are still children ourselves. And so it really does take courage. So if there's one thing that I wish for everyone, it is always just more courage. It's courage is the difference maker in anyone's life. So as you leave from here tonight, don't leave here the same person you were when you got here. Don't leave here speaking the same words you used to speak, having the same perspective you used to have. Make sure something shifts. Make sure something changes in you. So as you depart from here tonight, depart from here with courage. The courage to believe in a better way. The courage to voice what you've got to say. The courage to thrive when times are tough. And above all else, the courage to know you are good enough. Good night, everyone.